Because you talked about TV, we live in an age of distractions, and at a place like that, time will slow, and you will not have, you have to get used to the boredom around you, is what I would imagine.
Yeah, and I think they just also think, to get back to that earlier comment about how everything just takes longer, so your day gets filled up, right? And so, a lot of times if they might use, say, caribou skin or they like to help make clothing or things like that. So some people might be just stitching things together, or other people, might be getting together and making communal food. Or other people are out gathering plants, things like that. I think there's always a sense of something to do, and you just sort of also fall in more to that rhythm of being dictated by the daylight and the evening time, and I think you a bit more adjust to those natural rhythms. But yeah, I think it's just more, life is slower, life is quieter, life is busier with the little things, I think. And I also wonder if that's part of the reason why they were so kind and friendly, is because I think in that situation you end up putting a lot of your energies into like your social interaction. You're really relying on the people around you to survive. And I think that's very, very important. And I think that helps make you much more conducive perhaps to being friendly with people, because it's in your interest to be friendly with people, apart from the fact that these are the only 200 people in the world around here, so we do need to get on.
Did you ever regale them with stories from your part of the world when you say, "Hey, we've got this and that," and do they get surprised that, "Ooh, this is like magic," maybe?
It was less of that, and sometimes because we came up and we wanted to talk to them about how the climate had changed. And it was more that they thought we were going to give them a hard time because, oh yeah, we know we have two-stroke engines in our little snowmobiles, and they probably put out a lot of pollution. And we're like, no, 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 we're causing it. It's our world is doing that. Our world is doing all of this to you. And sometimes that would be a bit of a surprise that they didn't realize that. And it was a bit hard to wrap their heads around a little bit sometimes. But also, obviously in the larger native villages, people are well connected. Nothing's a mystery to them really any more than, probably they're far more familiar with what we get up to than we are still with them.